Okay, PARCA Technical Section 3.4 covers archiving implementations. We're talking about clustered archives, enterprise archives, vendor-neutral archives, cloud storage as an archive, and storage service providers. So first we'll talk about clustered archive. A clustered archive system is a storage system in which is shared by being simultaneously mounted on multiple servers. And there's two types of clustered archives. There's the parallel file system. It's a type of clustered file system that spreads data across multiple storage nodes for redundancy and performance, and this is the most common type in a PAC system. And then the shared disk file system, which uses a SAN to allow multiple computers to gain direct disk access at the block level. So here's a look at the parallel clustered archive. So you have node A and node B, and so everything that's on node A is also stored on node B. You need to visualize a cable running between these two servers. So everything that gets written to node A gets written over to node B as a backup copy. If something happens to node A and it goes down, you can easily just flip over to node B, and all of your stored images are right there on node B. Enterprise archive. Using departmental PACS imaging systems instead of a single enterprise imaging strategy leads facilities to pay maintenance and support fees for each system. So what PARCA is saying there is that if you have a radiology PACS, a cardiology PACS, an endoscopy PACS, a dental PACS, if you have 4 separate PACS systems and each system has its own archive, you have to maintain 4 archives, and they all have to, pull up images for those patients, and you're maintaining 4 when what you should do is have one archive, call it an enterprise archive, and put all of the images that are created in your cardiology PACS, and your radiology PACS, and your endoscopy PACS, put them all into one storage device, call it an enterprise archive. And this is most commonly done using a SAN. You would need a service area network to store all of those images, and all those different networks could connect to it. And you can get really fun and crazy with your enterprise archive. You don't have to just use it for images. You can use it for EMR data. You can use it for HIS data, RIS data, everything using HL7, DICOM, XDS, all sorts of different things can all dump data into the enterprise archive. One place I worked had an enterprise archive called an HPMA, or Hewlett-Packard Medical Archive, and everything, all of the healthcare data went into that single archive. Of course, there is the VNA, the Vendor Neutral Archive. It's a technology that stores medical images in a standard format and interface, making them accessible to healthcare professionals regardless of what proprietary system created those images. So if you have a large enterprise and you have multiple PACS systems, so let's say you have a 5-hospital system, and one hospital uses McKesson PACS, one hospital uses Fuji PACS, and another hospital uses Philips PACS. All of those PACS systems are not going to talk well to each other. They're not going to be able to exchange data without a lot of customization and a lot of work on the part of the PACS administrator. But if you buy a vendor-neutral archive, like the HPMA I mentioned earlier, you can dump the images from all of those different PACS systems into the VNA and then share it across the enterprise very easily. So VNAs are very popular. Most places use a VNA because over time they've developed multiple PACS systems, and it's just easier to use a VNA to put all of the data together. Cloud storage is a cloud computing model that stores data on the internet through a cloud computing provider who manages and operates data storage as a service. So this is something you purchase from a third-party vendor, and they handle the data storage capacity for you. If you don't want to maintain the archive, you don't want to do that work, you also don't want the cost associated with maintaining the archive and adding more storage to it, you can just pay a fee and give this whole problem to a cloud storage computing group. Unfortunately, you don't have any control over the archive if you do that, so that's the trade-off there. Storage Service Providers is an organization that provides cloud storage. So there's literally hundreds of SSPs available to choose from. The leading one in recent years, the last 2 or 3 years, they've been rated best in class, if you know about the class thing. The leading one is Ambra's Cloud VNA. A lot of hospitals use that for their storage. So thank you for watching.